Adam, nice day for you. First 50 for Worcestershire in red ball cricket. Must have enjoyed that.
Yeah, thanks very much. It was, it was a pretty challenging first few hours there. I thought they bowled really well. There was a fair bit in it for the seamers with the ball. So to be able to, soak up a little bit of pressure with Rodders and build a partnership, and then come on the attack for a little period was, it was really nice to do that. And I guess from a personal point of view, it's always nice to get a few runs as well.
Yeah, I mean, when you started that partnership with Gareth, it must literally have been just one ball at a time.
Yeah, exactly. We for the whole of that, I don't know what the partnership was in the end, maybe just over 100 or maybe just under. We were constantly working in blocks of 5, and that's all we had to think about really. Just sort of each ball as it comes. I think it's very easy to look too far ahead in those situations, but I think it just goes to show when a couple of guys can soak up a little bit of pressure and then counter attack sort of when the right moment is. You can really build good partnerships, and in the end, I think we got to a half decent total.
And in fairness, Ollie Robertson, it looked a different game when he was bowling, really.
Yeah, and it kind of felt like that as well, to be honest with you. We spoke about that we didn't just want to be static with him. We wanted to be fairly proactive in terms of maybe not looking to be quite as aggressive, but we can still be positive in our run-in and maybe dropping the balls at the feet and just trying to put him off his length as much as we could. But, credit to him, he's a high-class international bowler, and he really showed that today.
Was it actually doing much? Doing just enough?
Yeah, it was a bit off the seam, and I think the bounce as well was quite obvious at times. But I think from my personal experience and view on the game, you'd rather play on pitches like this where 250, 300 is a good score, and there's a bit of life in the pitch, and those nicks carry, as opposed to those sort of one innings games. But I guess everyone's different, but yeah, I think it's all set up nicely. Hopefully the weather can stay off, but for an exciting morning session tomorrow.
And following your partnership was another really good partnership between Matthew Waite and Joe Leach, who kind of built on what you'd done and had the opportunity to be that little bit more aggressive, really.
Yeah, they played brilliantly, to be honest with you. Waitey, even when I was batting with him, was playing really positively, and Joe just came in and backed that up as well. So credit to those two guys. Waitey's played beautifully with the bat all season so far, and we know that Joe can do stuff like that today. So really happy for both those guys.
Sussex started their response quite well, then Josh got the breakthrough, but there weren't many 4 balls.
No, I think we bowled generally pretty well through that 20 odd overs or whatever it was. The pitch definitely, the life came out of it a little bit, I'd say. We weren't beating the bat as much as they probably were in that first innings, but I think that's just general sort of progression of the day. But yeah, I think it's just going to be moving into tomorrow is going to be a case of just applying pressure and in terms of building dot balls, and hopefully the wickets will come that way.
From a personal point of view, one of the reasons that you came presumably was because you wanted an opportunity to play some more red ball cricket. So it must be quite satisfying to have got a 50 quite early on.
Yeah, this is basically the reason I moved. So I wanted to try and play more cricket all year, all summer round. So I knew that opportunity was potentially the door was going to be a little bit more open here as opposed to Warwickshire. So yeah, I guess to help the team out and contribute today was really satisfying.
Well, congratulations, Adam. Thanks for your time.
Thanks.